Hi guys, welcome to the session. Today we are going to discuss about the data mining concept of the technologies. And here the today topic is why data mining and what is a data mining. Why data mining? Why data mining means the explosive growth of the data mining has attracted a great deal of the attention in the information industry. So in the information industry, we have a lot of data and we have a lack of data is available in the information industry. But with that information, with that data, we can't access anything. We can't do anything with that bulk of a database. So for that purpose, we are needing and some mining techniques are needed to gather the information, to retrieve the information from the bulk amount of the data. So for that reason, we are using a data mining techniques and data mining concepts to retrieve the data from the lakh amount of the data from the metabytes or terabytes or petabytes from the bulk amount of the data. So we are using a data mining techniques to gather the information from that bulk amount of the data. So, data mining has attracted a great deal of the attention in the information industry and in the society as a whole of the recent years. So, the data mining techniques and the mining techniques will be started in the previously of the 1960s or 1950s only. Why? Because the data, when the digitalized formats has been established, from that the time the data has been collected and the overall data will be stored in a different memory devices and the magnetic tapes. So with that the data collection and the data available on that particular data collection, so we have to need some few data only. We don't need anything. Whatever the things we needed, so we have to gather that particular information only to do the some other works. So the explosion growth of the data from the terabytes to petabytes. So we need a data collection and data availability. The data collection and data availability will be available in the multiple formats. Whatever the automatic data collection tools are there available, database systems are available, web-based systems are available, and computerized society is also available for the collection of the data and the data availability. In the major resources, on the major sources of the abundant data will be stored in the different sectors. For example, the business. The business means web, e-commerce, transactions, stocks, and many other online websites are gathering the information from the multiple resources in multiple places. And the total data will be stored in one particular location. And you have one more sector that is a science sector, that is remote sensing, bioinformatics, scientific simulations, and the different things we are gathering the information, and we have in the society and everyone needs digital cameras, YouTube, or any other online platform or any other social networks. From wherever you go, you have to give the some information from your personal information will be saved in that particular location times. So on that particular purposes, on that particular locations, we are gathering all the informations and we are storing in a particular locations. So whenever you think, whatever you think, you have to search in the digital market or online platform. Whenever you need any data, so you have to go to that particular search box or you have to go to the particular browser and you are searching and getting the information from that particular devices on the online platform. So we are drawing into the data, but starting of the knowledge is within a multiple positions and multiple locations. So wherever you have any data, the data is available, but that data which is useful data only will be used by that particular people or particular industries. So you have to identify the useful data from the bulk amount of the data, from the bulk amount of the informations of the storage devices. So for that purpose only, we are using a data mining. These data mining will helps you to identify the particular, to identify the knowledge or to retrieve the knowledge from the bulk amount of the data. So wherever the necessity is there, in that particular necessity positions, the data mining will be used. So the necessity is the mother of the invention. That is a given by the Plato of the something. So necessity is the mother of the infection in the data mining, and automated analysis of the massive data sets will also be included in that data mining techniques. So the database system industry has witnessed an evolutionary path. in the development of the following functionalities. So we have a few functionalities where the database industries has been evolutionary path to develop all the things. Those are the first one is the data collection, the database creation, and database management. The database management system includes all the data storages, retrievals, and the database informations, database transaction process, and advanced technology of the database systems will also be used in the database retrieving systems. So here we have a multiple functionalities we have to gather the information, and multiple functionalities, multiple processes we have to gather the information and store in a particular locations. So with this all the things, the early development of the data collections and the database creation mechanism served as a prerequisite of the lateral development of the effective mechanisms for the data storages and the data retrieval systems. And we have a queries for the transaction processes. We have a multiple queries will be enabled, multiple queries will become out to know that particular necessity, to know that particular wanted information from that particular massive data types. For that processes only, since in the 1960s, the database and the information technologies has been evolving their systems. Like that, we have an evaluation sciences. We have a few evaluation sciences where the science has been evolved, the data will be also be evolved in that particular locations. For example, in the before 1600 centuries, we have an imperial sciences. In these imperial sciences, we have an only virtual, that is a oral discussions on the oral matters will be finalized. It doesn't matter. So everything, whatever the things you have, the oral transactions only were finalizing. After the 1600s to 1950s, we have any theoretical sciences. Whenever the paper things, whenever the paper writing things will be came out in the times that 1600s to 1950s, those are the theoretical science time span will become. That means each discipline has grown into a theoretical component. Whatever the things you are discussing, the total things will be recorded, and the recorded things will be stored in a particular locations. That the theoretical things will be is a modern often of the motivate experiments and the generalization of our understandings. Whatever you wrote on the theoretical part, the things will be and kept in a record process. That the record things will be used for the next generations. So with that, the next generations has been involving into the research purposes. Whatever the things you stored in the previously, the things will be used as an utilized within a new generations within a theoretical parts, and they are starting the research of the next upcoming, that is the future scope will be explained, and future scope will be analyzed by using the theoretical sciences. When coming to the 1950s to 1990s, those are the computational sciences. The computational sciences means over the last 50 years the system has been came out, that is computer systems have been using. Over the last 50 years, most disciplines have grown a third of the computational branches, that is like an uh, examples of the empirical, theoretical, and computational, or physics, or linguistic, everything will become into the past 50 years. The computational science has been traditionally meant in a simulation, so it gives on a very evaluation. The total things will be expanded very fastly with that 50 years only. It grieves out on a very our inability to finally close the form of the solutions for the complex mathematical models. With the previous models, the few things will be designed within a mathematical formulas, and the mathematical simulations will be evolved within the computational science. After the computational science, we are growing up in an upgradation of our technologies in the record purposes or the data valuations. So in that the data sciences in the 1990s from the now onwards, the total will be moved into the data science. The data science is in a flood of the data. That is a bulk amount of the data will be came into the existence. The total amount of the data will be stored in a new generations. The flow of the data from the new scientific instruments and the simulations will be stored, and the ability of the economical stores and the management of the petadata of the data online. Everything will be stored in an online, and everything will be recorded. The total recording things will be stored in a particular devices, and everything will be poured into things. And the whatever the data is stored from the previously and the now, the total data will be moved into the cloud. The total cloud data will be stored in any one particular device or something else. The internet and the computer grid that makes all these archives universally accessible. If you have an access with an internet, everything data will be accessible in that particular locations. So with that accessibility, you have a bulk amount of the data, but you have to search the data, whatever you need in that from that bulk data. So scientific information management acquisition, organizations, queries, visualization talks, scale of the almost linear and the data volumes will be entered into that particular data sciences. Finally, we need a data mining is a measure of the new challenge. That means if you have a 100 GB of the data, you need only one MB of the data which is available, which is required to you. So from that 100 GB of the data, you have to search the 1 MB file by using the data mine. So it became a new challenge for the data mine. So in that cases, the data mining has been evolved. So by using these data mining techniques, the new challenges will be solved and the new challenges will be accepted for the data mining. So the worldwide telescopic as an topic of the online sciences will be very, very involved in the data mining techniques. From these cases, the evaluation of the sciences will begin. After the evaluation of the sciences, we are moving into the database collections, evolution of the database technology. Whenever we start from the theoretical sciences, the database technologies and the database techniques will be computational sciences. The total things will be evolved into the data collection and the data creation process. So here the data collection and the data creations will be entered. So this is the database systems graph. Here where it displays that the data collection and the database creation will be start from the 1960s to the and earlier. The before 1960s, we are just using the file processing. The file processing data will be stored through a manual process. That is, the filing systems will be and physically filing systems will be saved. When coming to the 1960s, the primitive file processing will be started. That primitive file processing system will be stored in a systematically, that is a magnetic tapes or any other devices which is used in the storing devices will be stored in the data collection and the data creations will be done. After that, it enters into the 1970s and the earlier 1980s. The total system will be entered into a database management system. These database management systems will files the total data in a distributed of a different formats. So there we have a hierarchical systems and the network data database systems, the relational database systems, and the data modeling tools with an entity relational models, etc. And indexing of the accessing methods, B trees, hashing trees, binary trees, and different trees sections and the accessing methodologies will be used in the database systems in the 1970s to the 1980s. After that, we entering into the Oracle and the query languages. Those query languages will have the total database systems will be stored in a database, and we are retrieving the data by using the queries. So if you entertain a query, automatically the query related data will be displayed on the screen by using the DBMS or the SQL query languages, and you have a different user interface interactions will be there in the database management systems, that is in the 1970s and 1980s. After that, it moves to the query processing and the query optimization technologies and the techniques we're using for the transactions and everything data will be done in that particular process. There we have an entered into the 1980s. We have an online transaction process, that is OLTP will be entered. So OLTP are using on those days. These OLTP is using for an query processing. So the overall the online transaction process will be moved into the database systems. Here the database systems will be segregated into the three different patterns. Those three different patterns are the advanced database systems, advanced data analysis, and the web-based databases. These advanced database systems and the advanced data analysis and the web-based databases are being split into different segregations. That is the middle of the 1980s, late of the 1980s, 1990s. So in the mid of the 1980s, we are using an advanced database system. In these database systems, we are using an object-related models and spatial related models, temporally related models, and the multimedias, actives, streams, sensor, scientific engineering technologies, and the knowledge-based technologies are used in the advanced database systems. When coming into the data analysis, in the data analysis, we are using a data warehouse and data mining. These data warehouse and data minings are the different technologies will be there in the data warehouse and data mining. In the data warehouse segmentations, we are using the it is in a warehouse technology. That warehouse technology means the total data will be stored in a single device or a single storage locations. The data warehouse will be maintained. And the mining means wherever the data is stored and whatever the data is required to you, the data will be retrieved from the data warehouse or the database systems will be displayed on that particular process. For these, we are using in a late 1980s, that means nearer to the 1990s. So here we are using a data warehouse on OLAP and OLTPs, and the data mining and the knowledge discovery process will be used. That is in a generalization, classification, clustering, association, frequent patterns and the structure patterns, and different outer layer analysis and the trends definition analysis. And so these are all the different techniques we have in the data mining in the knowledge discovery process. So these processes will be done in the data warehouses, and we have using an advanced data mining application. Those advanced data mining applications will helps you to retrieve the data, to retrieve the knowledge from that particular devices or the data methods. Those advanced technologies are the stream data mining, biodata data mining, time series analysis, text mining, image mining or image processing. So everything will comes into the advanced mining application. In these data mining and the society will have a privacy preserving of the data mining. Here the privacy preserving means whenever you have any maintaining any database systems, that database systems will have a security system. So if you have an option to store a data, that store data is easy process. But the whatever the data is stored in that particular application or the device, you have to provide a privacy to that particular device or the information. For that, privacy preserving process is used in the data mining technique. So in the data mining, we are giving the security to that particular stored information, and we are retrieving the information within a secure process only, and we are entering the and we are displaying the total secured information, that is a knowledge in a privacy preserved manner only. So with the by using the data mining, we are providing the security and we are giving the full-fledged privacy to that particular information. And the next we are moving into the late of the, that means present 1990s. The present 1990s means it is in a very advanced process. That advanced process will be in a 1990s present, that is XML based database systems. These XML based database systems are used in a web based systems. Whenever you connected in a web page to a database, automatically the database will be get connected with an XML process. So if you are using an XML, the web application will retrieve the data from the database. So later of the 1980s and the present of the 1990s, we are using a web-based application, that is a browsers. So whenever you are using any online applications, if you entered a student name or if you entered any query in the online application, automatically the query will connect it to the XML, and the XML will retrieve the data from the database. So the database retrieved information, retrieved knowledge will be displayed on the browser. That is a web-based application. And we are using the integration with the information retrieval and the data information of the integration. So data dynamics and the data information and data integrations are also used in the web-based database. So whenever you are using a database, that is a web-based database, here we are using the data dynamics also. Data dynamics means if you want to create any password, if you want to create any usernames, the total usernames will have a connectivity to the database systems. The database systems will have the particular processes. So the things will be connected to the data dynamics and the data applications. So then only we'll get the information from the web based to the database connections. And the next, we are moving into the next generation of the integrated data and information systems. These integrated data and the data information systems will have a present future of the database. The present future of the database is the advanced technologies of the data minings and the advanced data analytics or the data informations. These are all the advanced, there is a blockchain technology or data sciences is the advanced technology of the data mining of the present things. So here the database evaluations techniques, that is the 1960s, 1970s, 1980s and 1990s, 2000s. In the 1960s, we are collecting the data, database creations, IMS, the network. DBMS will be maintained. In 1970s, relational data models and the relational DBMS implementations will be done. In 1980s, RDBMS, that is a relational database management systems, advanced data models. These data models are the extended relational or OOE, directive or etc. something will be in the advanced data models, the application of the oriented DBMS. The application of the oriented DBMS is spatial DBMS, scientific DBMS, and engineering DBMS, that is the engineering database management systems or scientific database management systems. In the spatial database management systems of the in 1980s, we are using all the database techniques. When coming to the 1990s, the mining will be involved. The mining came into the existence in the 1990s. That is a data mining, data warehouse, multimedia databases, and web-based database applications have been introduced in the 1990s. When coming to the 2000s, that is the present generation of the 2000s, we entered into the stream data management systems and the data mining. Stream of the mining techniques will be involved in the present situations. The data mining and its applications. We have a multiple applications in the data mining. So these applications will be used in the mining of that particular data. And the next one is then a web technology. The web technology will have a more advanced technology, that is an XML, so the data integration. The XML and the data integrations are used to retrieve the information from the database to the web application process. And we have a global information system. This is the advanced technology system used in the mining process or the database process. Here we have a till now we discussed about the what is the why data mining is required. So why data mining is required means to retrieve the information, to collect the information, required knowledge from the database. Now we'll discuss about the what is a data mining. The major thing and very important, very interesting question is what is a data mining? Why data mining is required? Without data mining, we can't do anything. These are the different questions will be came into the existence. Why? What is a data mining? The data mining is also known as a knowledge discovery from the data. So knowledge means whatever the required information to the particular user, that is a knowledge, or valid information of the particular data is in a knowledge. So knowledge discovery from the data. So data mining is known as extracting of the interesting patterns of knowledge from the huge amount of the data. So you have 100 GB of data, or you have a one full warehouse of the data is available with you. So from that full warehouse of the data, you have to retrieve, you have to display the only knowledge. So what are the information is required to the particular user, that is known as a knowledge. So with that patterns, that is interesting means non-trivial, implicit, previous, unknown, and potential usages. So what is a data mining means? Data mining means is the extracting of the interesting patterns of knowledge from the huge amount of the data. A data mining is in a misnomer. That means alternative names. We have another data mining. Those are all the knowledge discovery mining in database. That is a KDD process. Knowledge extraction, data or a pattern analysis, data archaeology, data reading, information harvesting, and machine intelligence, business intelligence, or data intelligence of the information processing. These are all the alternative names of the data mining. And watch out, is everything is a data mining? Maximum where the data is retrieving from the warehouse or where the databases, so that everything will be known as a data mining. That is a simple search and a query processing. If you are searching anything by using any keyword or any tagline or any tag information within a bulk amount of the data, that thing will be known as a searching techniques. So if you are searching anything in a database, that thing will be referred as a data mining. That is an export system. That is a detective export system is known as a data mining. So what is a data mining means? A data mining is an extraction of the interesting patterns of knowledge from the huge amount of the data. Okay. This is the KDD process. KDD process means knowledge discovering in data. So you have a data. So you have a data. So you have to retrieve the information, knowledge. You have to retrieve the knowledge from the database. So by using this technique, that is a KDD process, you have to retrieve the knowledge from that particular database. Here we have the first thing is a knowledge, that is a database. We have a database, that is a huge amount of the data is available in that particular database. So by using the different steps, by using the different processing steps, we'll retrieve the information. That is a KDD process. The KDD process will have any different stages. The first stage is identify the database. And whenever the database is identified, you have to apply the data cleaning and data integration to that particular data warehouse. So after the data warehouse, when the data integration process is done, After the data integration process, you have to select the few data which is relevant to the query. Relevant to the query means whatever the user have in a query, whatever the user required the information. So you have to select those types of the information from the database. You have to keep in the data warehouse. From the data warehouse, you have to done within a selection process, that is a task relevant data. From there, the data mining techniques are used, and you have to retrieve the pattern evaluations. With these pattern evaluations, we will easily identify that what are the nearest point searching techniques, what are the nearest value available particular query will be identified by using the pattern evaluations. After the pattern evaluations, the everything will be come out, that is in the knowledge. Here the knowledge. So from the database to the ending part, that means knowledge. What are the steps it involve? Data cleaning, data integration, task relevant data, data mining, pattern evaluation, and knowledge. In the KDD process, you have a seven steps. But first one is the database. In the database, the first step is the data cleaning. Whatever the database is available with you, you have to clean the data. That is to remove the noisy and inconsistent data by using the data cleaning. After the data cleaning, whatever the data is whatever the data you receive from the database, after the data cleaning, you have to apply the data integration. The data integration means where multiple data sources may be combined. So multiple data sources may be combined from wherever the data sources, the data is came from the different sources will be uh, combined by using the multiple data sources. That is a data integration. The next one is the data selection. Here the data selection process will be done where the data relevant to the analysis task are retrieved from the database. So whatever the whatever the data is retrieved from the database, which is more relevant to the knowledge, so will be identified in the data selections. Here we are selecting the only few data items from the data integrations wherever the data is collected from the different sources. After the data collections, the data collected data will be moved into the next one, that is a data transformation. Whatever the data is collected from the data integration, and it moves to the data transformations, where the data are transferred to the or consolidated into the forms with the appropriate for the mining by performing the summary or aggregation operation for the instances. So here the data transformations, we are applying the different aggregation operation on the performing summary. We are identifying the few only data types from the data instances. The next, we are applying the data mining. This data mining is an essential process to identify the relevant data, an essential process where intelligent methods are applied in order to extract the data patterns. By using the data mining, we are extracting the patterns of the particular data which is came from the data transformations. So by applying the data mining techniques, we are identifying the data patterns and we are giving the pattern evaluations. The next stage is the pattern evaluation. In these pattern evaluations, to identify the truly interesting patterns representing to the knowledge based on the some interestingness measures. So whatever the queries, whatever the knowledge process we have available, by basing on those knowledge process, we are identifying the what are the relevant patterns available in that particular data. What are the relevant patterns will be identified, and those relevant patterns only move to the knowledge. Here the knowledge presentations. In the knowledge presentations, where the visualization or knowledge representation techniques are used to present the minute knowledge to that particular user. Minute knowledge to that particular user. So here the knowledge will be represented by using the different patterns. So here we have 7 stages to identify the knowledge. From the database to the knowledge will be displayed by using this KDD process. This is a view for the this is a view from typical database systems and the data warehouse communities. And the total data mining plays an essential role to the discovering of the knowledge process, to knowledge discovery process. So this is the KDD process. Here we have this is the data mining in the business intelligence. So this will be discussed in the next session. Thank you. This is Rajshekhar.